What's up, Fire Emblem world? This is Shawl. Welcome you with a new video. For today we have something special. I give you my top 5 most wanted units from Fire Emblem 7 The Blazing Blade that I want to see in Fire Emblem Heroes that have not yet been implemented. And a quick forehead, if you enjoyed the video, just make sure to let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, just go ahead and start right now. Coming in last spot at number 5 is a man that is used to being an archer and riding a horse. I'm speaking about Raph. Raph is a character that you meet alongside the story in chapter 6. Since he was 4 years old, he has been thrown out of his village because the people were kind of scared of him, and he was really good at using the bow and fighting. So at the age of 4, he got a prophecy that told him to just stop the burning of the people. And so when he met with the heroes, he saw his whole task in fulfilling the prophecy by defeating the main antagonist, Nargirl. And yeah, that's basically how he just got into your group. For Fire Emblem Heroes, I think there are some riding archers like Brave Lyn. More precisely, I think it's the best riding archer that we have so far. But getting a few more should really be something that we could ask for. And I think Raph is pretty much one of the best targets for this position. For the number 4 spot, we have a character that is already in the game of Fire Emblem Heroes, and his name is Raven. Raven is an absolute beast. Also in Fire Emblem 7, if you just invest enough into him, he can really dish huge damage by the end of the final chapters of the story, and he has so much potential during this game. So it's kinda sad that his version of Fire Emblem Heroes kinda falls short to a lot of other Green Axe users. But I asked the question, why only leave him at a Green Axe user? I do understand that we have a lot of other people from Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade, that have not been into the game yet. But I really want to have a Raven that is kind of a sword user, like you can see him in the game. Like in the game, the sprites always show him with a sword, and his class also just supports using swords. So why not making a red infantry unit for Fire Emblem Heroes that is just showcasing a red Raven, and that is potentially just a 5-star unit that can be destroying things. I would really love to see that, and making it like a unit that has some bulk and a lot of attack would perfectly suit his character. So yeah, Red Raven, when do we get you? Coming in for the top 3 spot is a mage that is over 500 years old, and that is joined by your group of heroes during the story events of Fire Emblem 7 in the last final chapter. I'm speaking about the Master Mage Athos. Athos is one of the 8 legends that has been in the world for a few hundred years. Nobody knows exactly how old he is, and Hector always refers to him as the Greybeard. And Athos helped defeating the dragons during the scoring, and he's incredibly powerful in the games. When it comes to Fire Emblem Heroes, I think Athos would be one of the ideal candidates to bring out a busted mage unit that is potentially using some different magic styles than all the others that we have seen so far, and he would definitely make up for a really powerful unit. I really hope that we get to see Athos someday. Coming in at number 2 is one of the most loyal characters in the whole FA7 universe, and that is Oswin the Knight from Ostia. Oswin works for Lord Uther, Hector's father, and Uther ordered Oswin to just help Hector find out about the disappearance of Lord Eliwood. So yeah, Oswin is pretty much there for you right from the start, and I really just have to think back when first playing FA7, I always upgraded Oswin to a general, and once he became a general, he was so good. He just helped me getting a defensive core that would just make my enemies frustrated about crushing or trying to crush my army. Oswin is a really cool character, and although we already have a lot of armored unit in the game of Fire Emblem Heroes, I would love to see Oswin taking a spot there. He could be a blue armor unit with a lance. I could also see him using some axes, swords. Yeah, maybe. Why not? But preferably, I want to see him using a lance, as he did when he first appeared in Fire Emblem 7. So yeah, he's just falling short one place from number 1, and we'll have a look at number 1 in a second. So, who is the most wanted unit that I want to see in Fire Emblem Heroes that comes from the game Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade? Coming in at number 1 is the Mage General of Erturia, Pent. Lord Pent is the student of Aethos, and as we already just clarified, Aethos is a Mage Master, and he's a legend. He's super strong, and so is Pent. Pent is super good. He's a student, and he's the only student that Aethos ever had. And together with Hawkeye, the guardian of Aethos, and his wife, Louise, they were living near Aethos to make sure to protect him and just to learn from him. And Pent, he's just a really cool character that comes far too late in the game, because he joins you after chapter 22. So it's nearly the end of the game, and it's a bit sad that we didn't get to play more with him. And that's mainly the reason why I want to see him in Fire Emblem Heroes, just because he's such an interesting character. He's also the father of Klein and Clarin, which both are already in the game of Fire Emblem Heroes. So I believe that Pent would be a fantastic unit, and I'm not really sure if I want him to be like a blue mage or red mage or a green mage. It basically doesn't matter to me, as long as he's a really powerful unit that you can just build how you want. I would go with a lot of attack and a high res, because he's unrivaled when it comes to magic duels. So yeah, I really wanted to see him being that strong attacker that just almost wins in every single matchup against mages that he gets in. And one last wish, please don't make him an armor unit, because armor mages are really cool, I love them, but Pent is more like an infantry unit that has to be fast, swipes in, clears the enemy, and then just continues on doing so. Yeah, Pent is definitely the number 1 character from FA7 that I want to see in Nintendo's mobile game, Fire Emblem Heroes. And there you guys have it. Those were my top 5 characters that I wish to be playable in Fire Emblem Heroes from the game Fire Emblem 7. I really enjoyed making this top 5, and I think it was a fair selection. Of course, there are other characters that I really want to see being implemented in the game as well, but those top 5 are really my priority right now. Also, I try to be fair in the sense that I only pick characters that were playable in the original game. Of course, there are other characters like the main villain, Noggle, or his morph that could potentially see play in Heroes, but then they rather are Grand Hero Battle Rewards and not some level units. So, what do you guys think? Which characters do you want to see from Fire Emblem 7 in Heroes? Do you still play Heroes? And more important, which Fire Emblem do you want me to cover next? Which top 5 units from which Fire Emblem game should I cover next? Let me know in the comments down below. And yep, my name is Shawl. If you enjoyed the video, just please leave a like and a comment, and I'll make sure to come back at it. Yeah, I wish you a nice day. Until next time, I'm out. Cheers!
I'll manage.
I hunger.
Off I go.